welcome back to my channel, and today I have another haul follow-up. If you haven't seen my other haul follow-ups, I will leave that linked down below for you, but we just got to get through this because I got a lot of things to talk about and we just got to speed it up. Some of these products I will have full reviews on, so whichever ones I touch on that I have a review on, I will leave that link down below as well, but let's just tackle this big old box right here. As always, please don't forget to like and subscribe and tap that notification bell to be notified of more videos, and let's get into the follow-up. The first things I have to talk to you about are the Makeup Revolution Triple Baked Highlighters. These are really good. I'm not even gonna lie. I love these so much. The first one I got was Golden Goddess. Looks like this. They are just so smooth, crazy pigmented. I mean, look at that shine. And then I also picked up Goddess of Love here. Once again, just as smooth, beautifully pigmented. Just hello. And then Goddess of Faith, which is much more of a champagne-y tone. Oh my goodness. There she is on the bottom. And then last but not least, I did get the Unicorn Heart one, which I love so much. This one is just so much fun to use. Oh my goodness. It is just so pretty and so pigmented. It's going to be up there on the top. Stealing the show. These are only $7 on Ulta.com. They're so good. I highly recommend getting them. The only problem that I did have is when they arrive, the little plastic bit holding it on all of them is like shaky, 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 shaky. So take that into consideration. But other than that, they are bomb highlighters. My friend bought me some products from Maybelline, even though I am cruelty free, but I am going to be, reviewing this for you and then deciding whether I want to keep it in my collection for my personal use or what. He picked me up the Master Bronze palette. What I actually use this for is a neutral earthy toned blush palette, and it is so great for that, in my opinion. I mean, these, especially considering the fact that you only have one matte color, this one has glitter in it, this one is very shimmery, and this one is a straight up highlight. These are just so beautiful as neutral, natural blushes. I mean, they work beautifully. You can't barely see. They're very natural and lightweight and smooth, so I was very pleased with this. And then we also have the two Master Fairy highlighters. These were also a lot of fun. I mean, I'm not a huge fan of the packaging, mostly because this I hate it when they do this thing. A lot of the Physicians Formula stuff does that. Has this weird whatever. You do get a mirror, but the product is really nice. Here's the blue, here's the yellow. I mean, they're just really beautiful, and you can swirl them together for just a beautiful highlighted effect. I mean, I feel like from the drugstore, this is a really good option, and Maybelline did a great job on this. Same with the number 200 shade, which is this purple. I think this is so unique, and if you want to try a colored highlighter at the drugstore, they created a great option for you. I love the fact that the strips are far enough apart that you can do them singularly. Now, this one I find isn't as pigmented as the rainbow one, but if you're willing to build it up a bit, it does look beautiful. And then we have the highlighter that had everybody losing their minds, and this is the Master Chrome by Face Studio Molten Gold. This one, I love the packaging on. I wish the other ones had been the same. It's just this nice acrylic here. And then it is a little, oh my goodness. Opening it is a bit of a struggle. It has a very strong clasp whatever thing, but this is so legit. I mean, come on, people. It is just straight up heaven. I mean, that is high-end pigmentation right there from the drugstore. It is less than $10. I am so torn about whether I want to get rid of this because it's not cruelty-free, but it's so good. It is, oh my goodness. And on the inner corner, this highlighter is fire, and I highly recommend you going out and looking for this one. Got some highlighters from Urban Decay, their Afterglow palette, and they're Naked Illuminated in the shade Fireball. I really enjoy this palette. The packaging is so beautiful. Here we have it right there. The shades are gorgeous. I can actually make all of them work on my skin tone, even this one. They are not a bam, wham in your face highlighter like say this Maybelline one, but they are very beautiful on the skin. They're kind of like a mid-range highlighter where they're not blinding, but they're definitely not subtle. So if you want something that you can wear to work or that you can build up to, you know, go clubbing and all that jazz, I do recommend this. It is the exact same formula as their normal ones. I won't say much more on it because I do have a review and we'll leave that link down below. This thing, on the other hand, like I said, I will not say too much on it, but it looks beautiful. Packaging is super legit. And then you just swirl your finger around in there and you get practically butt kiss on your hand. Or your face. I tried it with 3 different highlighter brushes and nothing. I don't know if this is going to be like the e.l.f. baked highlighters where you have to scrape off the top. I already have scraped off some of the top with the spoolie. I am going to go in and scrape even more off to see if that will get me some good pigmentation, but so far, nada. Another quote-unquote highlighter from Urban Decay is the Illuminizer Translucent Pressed Beauty Powder. This I got because when I'm doing, you know, a lot of, I don't know, when I'm doing my makeup, whatever, sometimes I like doing like super crazy glowy, and I was like, I like their normal pressed powder, which it is the exact same compact, just all kinds of holosexual going on. And it is super soft to the touch. I mean, oh my goodness. I don't find that it is, you know, you can see it right there, just a little bit of luminosity. It's not even a word. Just a little bit of illumination, and I love it because my skin is very dry. It can get dull and ruddy, and this really just helps to just breathe some life back into it. It is very soft, super finely milled. I find that it doesn't cake up or get nasty or gunky or anything like that on my skin. So this one is definitely a hit. And if you're looking for a very nice pressed powder that does have that, you know, light catching reflex, I would highly recommend checking this out. I think it is a beautiful product and less expensive than, say, a ambient lighting powder by Hourglass. Something that's not a highlighter are these 2 Anastasia Beverly Hills blush palettes. I love Anastasia Beverly Hills. I feel like they can do no wrong. They release a product, I buy it, and I love it, and the cycle continues. These are so good. I feel like the price point is really good because if you think about, you know, a Becca blush or a Too Faced blush, you know, that $30 price range, and these are $30, and you get 3. It's a perfect take with you everywhere. The packaging is super sturdy, very sleek. I mean, you just toss this into your purse in your makeup bag and you are set to go. Here are swatches for the one called Cocktail Party. I like that in this one you have a nice variety. You have this light pink and this beautiful coral and kind of this like brown red tone something brick red that is actually very wearable. These ones in particular are all matte. They are super soft, buttery, pigmented. They blend out gorgeously in the wear time, especially summer in Virginia, these are so good. Here are swatches for the next one called Berry Adore. This one is just so stunning. You get a matte, a shimmer, and kind of a matte with some nice reflex in there. It is just so beautiful. I love how they're able to pack so much in this tiny little compact. This one is just, they're just all so beautiful. I highly recommend checking these out. They have a wide range of colors. I know I'm going to be picking up that peach toned one because I'm all about that life. And the formula on these are just really good. This is a definite hit from Anastasia. Here are some highlighters that I've kind of had some interesting feelings about. These are the Becca Light Chasers. Now I do have a review of these. I don't know if it's up yet, but I will. If it is up, I will have it posted. If not, definitely wait for that. These are so small. I did pick up the new Bronzed Amber. This is a regular sized one, and these are the Light Chasers, which are only $4 cheaper than the regular priced ones. These ones kind of make me so frustrated. I have Champagne Dream Flashes Bellini here. Looks so pretty, kind of. Then I have, what is this one? Opal Flashes Jade, which was a very popular color. I mean, this one, the Opal Flashes Jade, doesn't feel nearly as soft as a regular Becca highlighter. It's kind of blinding, but it's nowhere near as smooth. This one is the Champagne Dreams one. Once again, nowhere near as soft. Nice and pigmented though. This one looks like that. And they do have that nice duochrome, but I feel like they should have been, I mean, it was my own fault for not looking at how many grams was in it or watching any reviews. But I mean, for $34 stinking dollars, I want something that amazes me. They are very similar to, say, the Kat Von D Alchemist palette. So if you have that in your collection, I don't think you honestly need getting any of these unless you're a hardcore Becca fan. I mean, I have the Alchemist palette. It's not my favorite thing. And these are kind of the same, a little bit frustrating to work with. So take it as it is. But I did get their Bronzed Amber. I didn't even know this was a thing. I went into the store and I saw it and was like, I'm a Becca junkie. I'm gonna need that. Looks a little deep. Maybe if I tan up a bit. We know I don't tan. But this one, very soft, very pigmented, and it is so pretty. I want to use this so bad, but it looks a little bit dark, and I've used it as a blush topper, and it just, oh, it is so beautiful, and it is smooth and pigmented, just the same as their other highlighters, same as the Prismatic Amethyst, any other limited edition highlighters they've come out that are in this format never disappoint. I would recommend skipping out on the Light Chasers and just get this, and I think you're gonna get a better experience overall. Getting down to the wire here, we got some more highlighters. I did pick up the Crystal Ball highlighter from Jeffree Star's Chrome collection. There she is there. I want the Snow Cone one. Now this one, it is nowhere near as, say, smooth or creamy as his other highlighters, but it definitely outperforms, say, Princess Cut or Regina George. I find that with a lot of his limited edition Skin Frosts, they just aren't the same smooth and creamy and pigmented and buttery formula, except for the Eclipse one. That one works absolutely beautiful. But any of his like other limited edition ones, they're just not the same formula. This shade is very reminiscent to his permanent shade, Ice Cold, but it definitely has more like pinky lavender duochrome to it, so it is unique in its own sense, whereas Ice Cold is more of a white gold almost with silver reflex. This one is very unique and beautiful, and it is a bit like I said, coarser to the touch, but it definitely performs very well, and I've been really enjoying this. Then we have this little baby, the Laura Geller 20th Anniversary Diamond Dust Highlighter. I saw this and I was like, this is a pale girl's dream, and yes, it is. Oh my goodness. It is so smooth and so beautiful. Oh my goodness. Can we just... Hello. Very reminiscent to Becca's Prismatic Amethyst. So if you weren't able to get a hold of that, I know they do still have this at Ulta and Sephora. So I would recommend picking this up. It is just the same formula as the Gilded Honey as I have and the Ballerina that I have. Just as smooth, just as pigmented, if not a little bit more pigmented. I don't know if you can be more pigmented than Gilded Honey, but this is just so good. And it's a limited edition product, and it's so I mean, it's like I've got a laser beam on my hand. This turned out absolutely wonderful. I am so pleased with it. It is amazing. Then you guys know that I got some lip liners from NYX, and sadly, these so far, I've tried them a couple different times, haven't really done it for me. There are some really nifty shades, but they're just really, like, they're nice and pigmented, but they're really hard. They're not very creamy. They don't glide on, so it's like scratching on your lips and they just don't glide on. They're a little bit difficult to use. This one, on the other hand, looks like this, is really creamy, almost too creamy, where it just kind of falls and crumbles and it doesn't give you a defined line. Like, we need something in the middle between these two. But this one didn't work out for me. These ones didn't work out for me either. They were just so stiff, and this one was not stiff enough. And just, it makes me sad because I don't want to be spending $20 on those Kat Von D lip liners. I also picked up this Mario Badescu Skincare Facial Spray with aloe, cucumber, and green tea. Now, I did get a smaller one that's in my bathroom that I have been using religiously. As a girl with dry skin, this is so wonderful and refreshing. It revitalizes my skin and makes me look less dull and patchy and nasty, and it's only $7. This is such a great product. I love using it. It really does wonderful things for my nasty, dry complexion. It keeps me from turning into a lizard. Then last but not least, we have the ever so coveted Milani Highlighters. These were at my local Walmart and I pretty much lost it. And these are just so beautiful. These are legit. I feel like I have been finding more hit highlighters at the drugstore than I have high end. And that's saying something. These are less than $10 at Walmart, and they are so good. This is in the shade 01 Afterglow. Oh my goodness. Just like that Maybelline one, they're a little difficult to open, but this one is so beautiful. They're so soft, creamy, pigmented. I mean, come on. This one is in 02 Day Glow. A lot easier to open. Smooth gold dreaminess. And then this last one here is in 03 Sun Glow. Once again, easier to open. These are just an amazing highlighter. And if you are looking for a good, inexpensive highlighter, definitely get your butt down to Walmart or wherever it is they sell these and pick you up some. They have a crap ton of shades on the Milani site. They have 4 at my local Walmart. Don't know about anywhere else, but these are amazing. They're so beautiful. They don't accentuate texture. They go on smooth and they wear very well throughout the day. I didn't find that I had to really retouch my highlighter or anything like that. These are just so good. Well guys, that was my haul follow-up. Let me know if you have any of these products, if you like them, if you don't like them. I love hearing your guys' feedback. Thank you so much for watching. I love you, and as always, keep it real. Mwah!